It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Browns' sure-handed wide receiver. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Browns and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
So I guess I got to take that play out of my playbook. You know, I go to throw and I got to stand there because they're sitting there in the middle of the field waiting. So if I throw the ball, it's going to be a fucking pick. And then when I finally like, okay, I can throw the ball, the receiver doesn't even, the corner doesn't cover the fucking receiver. He just stands there, like they're just going to they're going to the routes end and they stand there. It's like Madden's like, oh, he hasn't thrown enough interceptions this year. Let's just go be fucking assholes and stand there where his routes end. It's like what, the 3rd game in a row throwing that pick. On the same exact fucking route. 3rd game in a row. On the same route. 3rd game. Hasn't happened in the fucking entire time I've been playing Madden 25. Hasn't happened. All of a sudden, the last 3 games I'm playing, they're standing where that route ends. All of a sudden.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And you can see finding the end zone hasn't been much of a problem for him. He enters his final week of the season as the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stockton. He gets it complete.
Look at this. They're jumping every route. They're jumping every route. They're calling defenses that I've never seen. I've never seen Madden 25 call these defenses ever.
And the easy thought process,
these plays are usually wide open.
The run is the least of their problems.
That's why I use them.
The #1 passing team in the NFL.
Look at this. No one's open.
But they don't stop the run.
One guy looks open, but he's not.
Down he goes. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan.
What am I supposed to do?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Delay of game.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Chase will go in motion left. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
11 empty.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now 3rd down and 7. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you can see he leads the league in rushing as he enters this final week. So we'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll line up with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stockton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now it's Burrow. Right back to Davis. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
11,
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go. Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Burrow on play action. He finds Hopkins complete. Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 25, here's a second down and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 14. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he comes into this final weekend of the season as the NFL's leader in passing yards as he looks to end his strong campaign on a high note. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Burrow looking to pass. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
On the slant, he's got Davis. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Delay of game. Awesome.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They go play action with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Holding. Offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 4th down, Garza. He's got his target. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Garza. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass.
Hey, we
From
get
there,
it. No
let's
time
head
to
to
waste.
AT&T
Playoffs starting
as we
next
check out
week.
The Cowboys at home
We skip right
in
over
Dallas.
halftime and get back to the action.
This one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Michael Wilson up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Garza. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And the tight end goes in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Stockton. Wright's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. Stockton. And this is caught. First down, Cleveland. From 19 yards away. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Garza under pressure. They got him again. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Stockton. It's brought in by Harris. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And that will be incomplete. Jermaine Pratt was there on the coverage defensively. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And able to get this out to the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Looking to throw. Garza.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, it's Brown. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, Garza.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his 1st season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Off play action. Stockton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
All right, real quick, let's look at our stats because these guys have to have a certain amount of stats to have 1,000 yards. There's 2 of them, so I just want to double check. I don't care if I win this game or not, to be honest. I mean, I probably should, but I don't care. That's kind of why I threw that pick. I was forcing it to someone else. Someone else I shouldn't have been. Harold's got 42 yards. He needs about double that. Harris needs not too much more. I think he only needs like 40-something yards, 50 yards.
Of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Stockton. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up. All
right, yeah, I think he needed like 88 yards or something, or 78 yards or something like that. Let's see what he's got now. He might have it. When he comes back in, I'll give him another catch. But
well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here.
I'm setting up a fucking cell phone, so sorry, I'm kind of distracted.
A field goal could get
I'm trying to play
lead,
and set up a cell phone at the same time.
Here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Stockton.
There you go.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2 yards to go, second down. Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Garza. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Garza. It's caught by Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Garza. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken in at the 22. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Stockton forced out to his left. He gets it complete to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A give up the middle to right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
Yeah, we'll do what we can to get him the ball. I just don't know if he'll get 1,000 yards, but it'll be close. Harris, 17 is what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure 7, the tight end, just got his
out of the gun.
3rd year in a row of 1,000 yards receiving, but Harris may not get it.
6. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Harris may not get it.
Moves them all the way down to the 1.
I don't remember how many. One needed like 80 and one needed like 40 something, and I think the one that needed 80 was the tight end.
And they got good yardage
so I'm pretty sure
when you're looking at it,
they both have 1,000 yards, which is fine. That means all 3,000 yard receivers just like I had that. I think last year I had that.
That'd be the time to do it.
It was last year. It was Dotson, Sullivan, and the tight end. This year,
so the Browns
be Harris,
in possession of the football
Sullivan
here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Wright is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 2 touchdowns. 1:55 remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jalen Carter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
back to throw. Garza. That went behind his man, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to end this stupid fucking game. I'm completely fucking distracted right now with something. I'm really sorry.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Fuck me up. God damn it. I'll deal with that later. I got to deal with everything else, alright? Fucking end this game.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Browns,
they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss, a perfect 17-0 on the regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati,
the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
So yeah, pretty sure Harris has the 1,000 yards. Harrell, I think, does as well. We'll double check that in a minute. I'll show you the stats of the season. God, Freeman had fucking 4 sacks. Jeez. I didn't even pay attention to this game. I just kind of picked buttons and played and did whatever. I was actually in the middle of phone calls and stuff like that while I was doing this. I'm transferring phones and changing carriers and things like that. So sorry if I was distracted on this game. Anyway, let's look at the stats. All right, let's just upgrade this guy here. He'll be possession. This guy's pretty. Dude, this guy was a good sign, man. Thinking it's funny because I think it's the guy the CPU sign, the computer sign for me. He ended up being good. Which is weird because I have set up for manual. Everything's supposed to be manual, but automatically signed up, so maybe I screwed up somewhere. But let's look at our stats. All right, so 35-7. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for he was out for 4 or 5 games. Stockton. He was. Let me see. Games played. How many games did he play? 14. So he was out for 4 games. Is that right? 3 games? 4 games? I think he was out for 4. Okay. So that's not bad. 1,430, 22 touchdowns. 22 touchdowns. He's had a good career, this guy. Like a really good career. Look at every year he's been in the league. He had 1,500 yards his first year. Jesus. Okay. He had 300 carries his first year. So I try to knock his workload down a little bit. Well, yeah, he's had a fucking hell of a career. Oh, God, what am I doing? Receiving. Here we go. Yep. There we go. 3,000-yard receivers. 3 1,000-yard. All good years, man. Sullivan, Harris, and Harrell. Harrell usually has more catches. I think this is probably his least. This is probably his the worst year he's had, even though he still had a good year. Yeah, see, 97 his first year, 109 last year. Yeah, see, he's above average. I mean, actually no, but a year he always has. So I mean, if these guys keep it up, they'll be Hall of Famers. I mean, just period. But let's see Sullivan, how he stacked up to his other seasons. Some productive players, man. First year didn't do a ton because he didn't play a lot. And just 1,000 yards every year after that. Just every year, more yards. He had 15 touchdowns that year. That was a big offensive year for me. That was the first year I played with this team. I didn't realize I had that many like good seasons with these guys. All right, sorry, someone's coming to the door. I didn't want the dog to be barking in the camera or the mic. All right, yeah, so let's go to defensive. You guys are going to be surprised. So this guy here, Carlos, is going to be the AFC Defensive Player of the Year, I think. He's been the top of it all year, so he may have changed. No, sorry, best linebacker. It might have changed. He's not going to be Player of the Year offensively. It's going to be another guy on this team. But, yeah, he had a good first year for me, man. Freeman, for coming in starting late, had a lot of tackles. I think he played in every game, but he definitely didn't start every game. Games played 17. Carlos missed 2 games too. Fuck, man. He had a good year, dude. But anyway, let's go to Blanton had a fucking good year at safety. Good, 91 tackles by a corner. That's pretty good. 83 by Wilkins. Jesus. All right. Look at those sacks. 4 fucking players over fucking 10 sacks. My 2 interior defensive tackles and my 2 ends. I got 24 sacks and 18. Actually, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Church, I think, would have broken the record for most sacks in a season. I think the record's like 22 and a half or 23 or something like that. I think Strahan broke it. But yeah, that's I'm happy with that. But, yeah. Interceptions were down, I think, this year than I normally have. McKinstry led me again. He leads me every year. Every year he's been on the team, he leads me. He's a fucking 98. Jesus Christ. Yeah, 5'5". Yeah, I mean, look at this. New Orleans, he wasn't that great. Comes in, gets 9, and then gets fucking 5. I mean, he might be a Hall of Famer too, actually. But, yeah, man. So I'll see you guys in the playoffs. I'll see we're playing. I don't think we can see yet, because I think we're gonna have a bye here. What's the strat? What is this message here? I don't give a fuck about what Ryan Clark says. Yeah, I don't fucking care. I didn't even realize that was even a thing. Alright, so we're going to advance the week to the wild card. And we'll look at the playoff bracket, I guess, while we're here. So, yeah, there we go. Those are the matchups. It's funny, I think I knocked Philly out of being number 1 because they were number 1 when I beat them. I knocked them out. They'll be the Super Bowl. That'll be the Super Bowl. It'll be Philly, me and Philly. I almost guarantee you. I don't know if Seattle's going to make it. Seattle's good, though. I think Seattle was the only team that almost beat me this year. I think did I play them this year or was it last year? Maybe I played them last year. I don't remember. But I think we're going to be playing the winner out of the Bengals, Jaguars. I hope we don't play the Bengals again. I feel like I play them every fucking year in the playoffs. Anyway, all right, guys. I'll see you on the next game with some new playoffs.